Welcome to Twist Talks, where we talk about the Japanese game Twisted Wonderland.
We discuss theories, headcanons, and other random nonsense about the game and its characters.
For the sake of spoilers within our podcast topics, we will only be discussing the international release over the Japanese release.
Hi, I'm Talissa, and my pronouns are she, her.
Hi, I'm Kaden, and my pronouns are I don't give a fuck.
Hi, I'm Wonder, and I use any pronouns. Twist Talks stands by Palestine and does not support the Disney Corporation's decision to support Israel. For the moment, all three hosts of Twist Talks are choosing not to support Twisted Wonderland in any way financially, and we urge any and all listeners to do the same. Ooh, okay, everybody good?
Yeah. That's a solid 10 seconds of no talking after we sing.
Yup, here we go. Alright, hello everybody, welcome to today's episode of Twist Talks. One, just want to say sorry we didn't post last week, we all forgot. Two, we have been meaning to post this episode for 2 months, but because this is actually our second recording of this episode, but the first time we did it, Caden's audio got corrupted somehow in the process of sending it to me for editing, so we didn't post that one, so we're re-recording now. And what we are doing today is we are finally doing our book 2 discussion. Yay!
Yay! Yeah, so in case we don't seem as crazy as normal, it's because we've already done this. So
I don't remember doing this, so
I remember bits and pieces of it. Like, not enough that I could be like, oh, we went on this little tangent, we need to go on that tangent again. The only tangent I remember us going on was about pool floaties.
That was in the that was in the Savannah Claw headcanons.
So I really don't remember this.
Yeah, this was like 2 months ago. Actually, 3, I think, at this point. No, because it was after Amkey.
Yeah, it was after
2 months ago.
That was February. That was March.
Yeah,
that's
2 months ago. We'll just say that.
3 months. 2.5.
It was a while ago. Yeah, it was meant to be before the Savannah Claw headcanons episode, and then it wasn't because Caden's audio got fucked. It was fucked.
I don't remember
That
book 2 being
wrong.
before Savannah Claw headcanons. I thought this was like the last one we actually recorded, and then we just kept having a bunch of like technical difficulties, planning schedules, and life problems between re-recording.
I don't know. This was like 2 months ago. I don't know. Let's just go. Talissa.
I gotta pull up the big bullet point list. I should have had that prepared.
This one is huge.
No, don't worry.
It's huge.
No. Literally, look in ideas. I pinned it.
Oh, you pinned it? Wait, what? Okay.
Well, no, you didn't pin it, but you like responded to it.
I responded to it.
Okay.
You just click the.
There we go. Oh my gosh, I forgot how long this was. Okay, our first bullet point.
I also have our bingo card open just for fun.
I should do that.
Just to see what I get.
Wait, I feel like
don't worry.
I want to like pull it up on my computer real quick. You're gonna hear some keyboard clicking. I gotta turn the computer on first.
No, I genuinely don't remember anything from book 2.
Me neither. I don't even have like my book 1 manga in front of me this time. It's over on the other side of my room.
Let me look at the link. Okay.
Yeah, just reading some of these bullet points is hilarious to me because I have no idea what's going on. You know what I need? I need to find that Cats Explaining Twisted Wonderland book.
You mentioned that the last time. You're like, I watched this and that's my knowledge of book 2.
Yeah, and it worked, didn't it?
I found it. It's on my computer now.
Yay!
Okay. Yeah, maybe I should get a mic that clips onto me because I just went very far away from my iPad during that. maybe I do need to make that like $20 investment. Okay. Our first bullet point is grilled cheese, because apparently that's what everyone in the cafeteria wants for some reason, because the American translation is dumb.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be like some fancy sloppy Joe thing, which isn't much better, but
yeah.
But yeah, so we're at the cafeteria, and Grim is all excited because not only does he just want to get all the food in the cafeteria, but he got this very fancy grilled cheese sandwich. And then Ruggie shows up, and it's just like, hey, you should give me that. You can't. I don't even know what he trades him for. It's just like a generic roll or something. And then Grim,
I think it was like a tuna sandwich. Because Grim was like, I think I would, but like right now I don't want to.
No, I'm pretty sure Grim's reaction was like, why would I trade this for that? No way. Because if it was a tuna sandwich, he would have taken it in a heartbeat. But then Ruggie Grim just sticks out his hand, and Ruggie takes the sandwich, and it's a pleasure doing business with you, and he leaves, and Grim's just like, what the heck just happened? He just stole my sandwich out of my hand. He made me give it to him. What the heck? And we're like, Grim, you're crazy. You just gave the sandwich. Stop complaining. So that's Ruggie. We like Ruggie. He's a little menace. We have Leona.
Oh, I opened I got the wiki up, and it was... You want to know what Ruggie was offering to trade Grim for?
What?
A hot dog bun. Just the bun.
Just the bun. I was like, it's some just generic bread thing.
Yeah, it was just the bun.
Just the bun.
I'd be mad about
Which
that.
I mean is fair. I
Really?
eat just the bun all the time on both hot dogs and hamburgers. Because I don't actually like hot dogs or hamburgers, but the rest of my family does. So when we have those, I get a chicken patty and a bun.
Fair.
So I eat buns,
really,
but like...
it's just missing some cheese. It's the same thing. Random. Our exchange student last night made herself a sandwich, and it was just a piece of bread and shredded cheese.
That's what I eat all the time.
Oh, I'm like, child, we have sliced cheese. Why are you getting the shredded cheese? You're just making this messy.
Did she cook it?
No. It was a raw piece of bread and shredded cheese. Cold shredded cheese.
Okay.
Huh.
I'm like, you cannot judge me for eating like Nutella and strawberry jelly or like other random combinations that are perfectly normal and then sit there and eat that. No.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you're playing the bingo card, we can probably mark off Talissa narrating at this point.
I marked that off right away. We also have us getting off topic and just now directly talking to the listeners.
Yeah. Wait, can you mark stuff up on this? Oh my gosh!
Yeah, you just click it.
Where's getting off topic? There it is. I've only opened it on my phone and I never actually clicked it because I thought it was just a picture. Do all of them have the same? All of them have the same format, right?
No. It randomly generates when you open one. When you click the link, it randomly generates a different
I really
one.
thought for some reason you said they were all going to look the same, but I guess you're right because I just opened it on my phone and that is very different.
Mm-hmm. There are only 30 versions though, because if you want any more than that, you have to pay money, and I'm not paying money for that.
It's only 30 versions.
Yeah, that's still a lot. Anyway.
If we made this ourselves, you would have gotten like 5.
Not even. It would have been the
Not
one.
Even. Yeah, you get 1. Have fun.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have Ruggie bringing this grilled cheese sandwich back, and Leona's like, what the heck took you so long? How dare? And Ruggie's just complaining. He's like, maybe you shouldn't ask for the most popular item on the menu on the busiest day of the week. But here you go. I got your sandwich. And then they have some talking about how, like, Leona visited Ruggy's home or something and thought it was a doghouse.
It was a picture of his home.
It was a picture of his home. I have no memories of book 2 anymore, so I am going solely off the bullet point, which has been made. This was sent on April 11th.
April 11th. So yes, 2 months ago, I was right.
So yes.
I have the wiki with, like, the transcription of the chapters pulled up, so.
I probably should do that. But, I mean, I feel like my bullet points could go on their own, but they cannot, so.
I mean, yeah. For the most part, I am just following your bullet points, but if we need clarification, that's what I have the wiki for.
That is fair.
Okay, so I just made a TikTok account on my computer so I can look up the cat video.
Why didn't you just log into your TikTok? I know you have one.
Because I don't.
Cause what?
I don't know my login, so I just. Give me a sec, I can watch this.
No, we're gonna keep going, Talissa.
Random intermission. Kaden launches a TikTok on our topic.
No, we keep going and they can catch up.
Okay. I just wrote.
Okay.
I just wrote Lazy Leona, which I feel like is the entire book for the most part. He's just lazy. He probably is skipping class again to take a nap.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then the house.
What?
Sorry, it skipped over the part of Leona taking a nap.
How dare?
Let me give me a second. Okay, so all the house wardens are there except for
Nope.
Mally.
Nope.
What?
We're not there yet.
Where are you?
Not there.
Not there.
Why?
We're just getting into the description of overblotting because Crowley, whatever I say, summoned, I think it was me, us, Grim, Deuce, and Ace into his office, and he was explaining how overblots happen. And essentially, if you use a lot of magic and have negative emotions, your mage stone will start to turn black with blot, and you don't want to accumulate blot because that is a bad thing. And if you accumulate too much blot, it can take you over and you overblot, and that's when you go into psycho murder mode.
Oh, my cat video did that, so did it really?
I'm sorry, I'm not matching up to the cat video.
Yeah, do
Okay. So we have that. We get a nice little description of what we experienced with Riddle. And then, so I think now we're at the House Warden meeting, because I have a bullet point of saying how they had to stop the spell drive games and stuff so Pompior could do their makeup mid-game, or like from the sidelines.
Okay, so let me see what this cat video has to say about that.
I feel like
Okay,
I can never be in Pompior for the sole reason of I don't wear makeup.
I don't think they care if you wear makeup or not. I think they just care if you take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Because you didn't force anyone else to wear makeup.
That we know, but true. No, Bill would hate me just, like, he'd learn that I don't own, like, a single, like, skincare product, and he just... We already see how he reacts to that in book 5.
We're not in book.
We're not there yet.
I think I've already gone on this rant before in an episode we posted, but I'm gonna fucking do it anyway. We now have a card of Savannah Claw Brooke. And half the people that I've seen on Tumblr, this was a while ago now, but like half the people that I saw on Tumblr that were reposting the picture and like talking about it were being like, oh, Phil took this away from us. Like, how? Oh, I'm so mad at Phil because wow. And I'm like, y'all do realize that that's the exact same fucking thing that he's doing to Ethel, right?
Taking away the baby's southern accent. How dare.
Now do you get why I hate Vil?
I hate Vil too.
I'm talking to the list. I'm talking to the people who are saying that.
I thought you were talking to Kaden.
I mean, yes, that too, but but mostly to the people who are like pro Vil doing this bullshit to Apple, but also mad at that he did it to Rook. I'm like, you do realize it's the exact same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Continuing
I know
on.
that's spoilers, but like,
Okay,
I don't
there's a
care.
cat.
Anyway, continue.
All the cats, all the house wardens are just sitting there, except for Mally, which I'll get into in a second, because I have opinions about that. And it's just the goat thing where it's like flopping its tongue out, and it says it's curly, and it's like, let's put Mouse in the Hall of Fame. And then all the cats turn into angry cats, and it's hilarious.
I feel like you need to put this link in the ideas chat.
Oh, fine. Give me a second.
At this
I
point, I
believe
might as well
last
just
time-
put it in the link in the
Yeah,
in the notes.
Give me a second.
that would probably work. Yeah, I think
What?
last time we recorded,
Oh.
you did explain the whole reason of why Mally doesn't make it to House Warden meetings.
Yes, and so I have to re-explain.
Yes.
Okay, so a little bit of spoilers for Dorm Uniform Mally's Big Neck. But basically, it's not that he's not invited, it's just he's too stupid to show up. He literally... They talk about it. I don't really want to fully get into it, but they talk about it, and Riddle's like, I tried for a whole fucking year. I did everything I possibly could to texting him, emailing him, calling him, trying to get Lilia to talk to him, trying to go to Dsomnia to pick him up, and literally none of that shit worked, so they just gave up. So it's not that he's not invited, it's that he is dumb. I love. But, yeah.
That's two right there. On our bingo.
I feel like... I don't know if they count, though. I feel like that wasn't passionate enough to get them marked off. I mean, one of them is in caps.
True. Mally and the heart emoji,
them
though.
Swear. It's a,
Yeah, but Mally.
we can do Mally and the heart emoji.
Anyway.
Anyway, I am trying to quietly type in the link for this TikTok on my computer.
Can you not copy it?
No, because I'm typing it on my computer and Discord is on my phone.
You can open Discord on your computer.
Wait,
No.
I just came across Jack in the video, and he's a dancing wolf, and it's hilarious.
I thought you said this was all cats.
It is all cats, but Jack isn't a cat. Oh my god, it's like this AI dancing wolf.
Oh god. What the fuck?
Okay, I got it. Oh, my sound's on. No, wait. How do I get this
I
on?
feel like better.
There we go. Okay. The tablet idiot. I'm catching up on the cat TikTok. Oh, we forgot. Wait, we're not there yet.
No?
Yeah, that,
I was like, we forgot this. Kaden,
you're
you're
getting
watching
ahead
too
of
far
your
into the
time.
video.
Sorry, we're intermission to watch the cat video.
I'm not watching it. I will watch it
I
after
am.
we're done recording. How
I'm
long
watching
is
this.
it?
I don't. It's 2 minutes and 46 seconds.
You should be coming across Jack soon.
I paused it. I'm trying to keep up with it. Okay,
Ow.
so
Oh,
what just
the
happened?
fuck? I don't
You
know.
okay?
I stretched
No?
and my hips hurt now. What the fuck?
Oof.
Ow. I'm okay. I
don't know what to do for that.
Worked out in a while. Anyway.
Stretch them limbs. Stretch.
I would say stretch, but I had to work out a bunch yesterday for physical therapy, and now my thighs really hurt, so don't do that. It causes pain.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be in pain no matter what you do.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, okay. So yeah. So then, after the house warden meeting, Crowley summons us, and apparently students are getting injured by mysterious circumstances, and he thinks someone else might be responsible. So he wants us to go and figure out what's going on. He wants us to investigate. We gotta become private detectives now. Private investigators. And essentially, if we want to keep living, we have to do that because he's just being so generous letting us stay at the school. So we gotta do all his work now.
Mm-hmm.
This is child labor, Crowley.
No, he pays us for food.
Does
but
he
not a
though?
lot. Like, he pays us enough to get by, but barely.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he looked up how much does it cost to feed a human, and then he cut it.
Yep. So yeah,
we
so
also
we're forced
hate
to
Crowley.
investigate.
Anyway.
Yeah, we don't like the co-man. But so we're forced to go do that. Which also they're stating, I remember we already had a whole discussion about this last time, but I don't remember it, so we're gonna say it again because it's bullet point. One of the things they're saying, they're going over all the like incidents that have happened. So, you have people like falling down the stairs or just like not paying attention and like running into things. And one of them was saying how this student just dumped a potion on themselves while they were in alchemy class. And I am picturing this as, yes.
No.
It's a bullet point. I'm reading it.
The line, because I went forward in the wiki so that we were, on time, lined up and everything. The line, at least I think the line that you got that from is, yes, students falling downstairs, getting burns from boiling water, and so forth. That doesn't, to me, that just said maybe like, oh, they were clumsy and they dumped their hand in the water or something. Not they poured a boiling potion on themselves.
Getting burns from boiling water. Huh. I really thought it specified potion.
Maybe
Which I
it's
don't
just
know how. Because this is what I got my info from. I did not read Playbook 2 for this.
Did you watch
No,
when you originally took these notes, what did you...
No. Wiki.
You took them off the wiki?
Yes.
Okay. Weird.
Very weird.
Huh.
I was just straight up, like, thinking that Ruggie just, like, made this kid just, like, dump a potion on himself. It's like boiling potion.
Maybe a menace, but not much of a menace.
Yeah.
Well, because I was literally reading it and I'm just like, what the frick, Ruggie? Like, this is kind of serious.
Yeah. I'm picturing more so like, honestly, probably what I would be like in an alchemy class. Just like walking around unaware and accidentally running into a pot and like, oh no, my hand got in the pot or something. But it does say water, not potion. So.
Where the frick did I get a potion from? Okay, whatever. I'm wrong. I feel like that can be a bullet point too. Just Talissa misunderstanding. Okay then. Also I just realized we kind of spoiled the whole plot of this book. It's fine.
Oh well.
You probably know at this point. I feel like there's I feel like most people have at least played book 2 by now if they're listening to a podcast on this.
And also, we literally have talked about Book 7 things now in this episode, so.
What Book 7?
We didn't do Book 7.
Brooke.
We did Dorm Uniform.
Oh.
My rant about Brooke. I don't give a shit.
I didn't know that
I'm
was
mad
from Book
about it.
7.
And
I
I
just
will
thought-
be mad about it until people realize they're being fucking hypocrites.
Okay, in my defense, I didn't
Brooke's
realize
correct.
that was Book 7. I thought they were just releasing a special card.
No, that's like a legit thing that's happening at Book 7. It's,
Okay, well,
basically, my understanding of what is happening is other than Ortho, is it okay? Can I talk about it?
I don't know. This isn't the Book
Is
7.
it released in English?
Parts of it.
Well, if the part you want to talk about is released in English, then it's fine.
Okay.
I feel like maybe we should say no.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
no, because that's how we got General Lilia's card, or Lilia's general card.
Yeah, but that's released in English now.
Yeah. Okay.
But
So I'm gonna talk about it. If people actually think it's spoilers, oh well. Basically,
You've been warned.
yeah. My understanding of what is happening, of how we're getting these extra cards, other than Ortho, or Ortho Cerberus gear or whatever, is it's how people are seeing themselves in the dream world. So that's what we're getting cards of. That's why, we have Lilia in his general uniform, and spoilers for JP server, Brooke in his old Savannah Claw uniform. That's what's happening. That's what we're getting cards of, is them in their, dream worlds, basically.
Also, for reference, I crossed off the sending pictures in the group chat because I feel like sending a TikTok counts.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I was
We've
about to send a
established
picture.
it enough. We're at 5 things now.
Yep. Anyway.
Okay. The next bullet point is Ace forcing himself on us, but I don't fully... I think that's just him being like, I'm just going to help you with this, and you have to deal with it.
I really don't think you should write it like that.
I understand how it sounds, but when I wrote it, it was probably 1 a.m.
Okay, well, he tries to force himself into our life.
He
Yes,
tries
that
to
is
force his
better
help
phrase.
on us. But
I don't
I
worry, some people
honestly,
have more problems.
with how much I dislike Ace, I'm cool with the phrasing. Because it makes him sound bad.
I'm fine with that too. So yeah, Ace is just like, I'm gonna help you with this. Then you can deal with it. And then we have, so Trey fell down the stairs. Very sad. He broke his foot.
Womp womp.
Well,
Oh, that's another one. And it wasn't me!
Okay. So yes, we learned that Trey has fallen down the stairs and he has broken his foot. And Riddle is just a mess about it and trying to help because he's like, this is my fault. I was the one that fell. You were trying to, you pushed me out of the way or something, and then you fell down the stairs. This is all my fault. And Trey's just that's on me. I really should have just let you fall down the stairs. You would have just cast, a little floating spell or something. You would have been fine. I just acted without thinking. It's fine. And Riddle's very sad about this.
And I don't get why this isn't a more prevalent ship.
They're so cute, though.
They are!
It is. I ship them.
Yeah!
My Heartsfield ships are all over the place.
Y'all know what I like. Y'all know what my ships are.
Yeah.
And I'm very committed to them, and I'm not swaying. So I really don't get why Riddle and Trey isn't a more common ship. Genuinely. They love each other so much.
They're so cute.
Anyway.
I feel like this might be able to count for the I love them square.
Yeah.
What?
Are we
Talking
counting
about the
that
bingo.
one?
Yeah, I am.
Bingo! No, I don't have a bingo.
I'm 2 away.
Not yet. I'm 2 away on a couple.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah. So now they're like, well, now that someone we know has gotten hurt, I'm going to help with this too. So now we have private investigator Cater doing all the work for us because he's using his Instagram stalking skills and he's figuring out who's the most Magicam. I don't care. We all know what it is.
Yeah.
We all know. Using his Magicam stalking skills to figure out who is the most likely to be injured and who is the most likely to be doing it, who are our suspects. So, do I make them? The next bullet point just says, I hate Rook, described as a human glitter ball, quote, ace. I don't remember this.
Let me...
I feel like that's a standard explanation, though. I hate Rook. He's like human glitter.
Okay.
Good enough for me.
Yeah, okay. So, Riddle, Rook is an exceptional player. He performed extremely well in last year's tournament, but he is a bit of an odd duck, one might say. They're in Pompierre's dorm lounge at this point. So Deuce goes, oh, is that him sitting over there? And then Ace goes, whoa, that dude's like a glitter bomb in human form. He is basically sparkling.
Okay, so the I hate Rook was my comment.
Probably.
That makes sense.
And then we immediately go into a scene of Rook and Vil tormenting Epel, so I can understand why.
That makes sense. I don't like Rook. And I will forever hate Caden for telling me that Rook looks like Howl from Howl's Moving Castle. How dare you? And how dare you be right?
Oh my god, you guys, I was on TikTok, obviously, because I was bored, and I saw someone doing, like, a cosplay of, like, Howl, but, like, as Rook, and it was amazing.
Oh god.
I see a lot of fan art for Vil cosplaying as Howl, and I will accept that one. But I refuse to acknowledge that Rook and Howl look very similar, because I like Howl.
Person. Okay. They
I don't
are.
want to. No.
Ew. I still haven't seen Howl's Moving Castle. Anyway.
You're what? How is this possible? We need to watch it together.
Okay, I literally, you've seen Howl's Moving Castle, and you know that basically Howl is a big man-child who cries about everything, and he just gets away with it. But he's like super powerful, and that's why he gets away with it. And that's literally Rogue.
I mean, Howl would be in Pompierre, yes, but also I read the book, and the book had some interesting subplots.
He turned sludge.
We just have Howl and Michael. Michael is the little apprentice dude. I don't know whether or not he actually got a name in the movie. Both of them are trying to seduce Sophie's sister. They are under the impression it is the same sister. They are two completely different people. It's a whole plot.
I didn't even know she had a sister. What?
They like really cut it out of the movie. She has two sisters, and one of them's in the like first 2 minutes of the movie. Then they just never show up again.
Yeah.
But they are like active characters in the book because Sophie's just like, who are these guys? Who do these guys keep like going to visit? And it's like, oh, he's trying to like make this girl fall in love with him so that he can break up with her and break her heart. And then I think that sister's Letty or something. So then she's just like, oh no, he's dating my sister. How is this allowed? What the heck? And then you have little apprentice Michael, who's like 16 or something, who keeps sneaking out of the house when Howl's gone to go visit his girlfriend, who is Letty Hatter as well. but the one he's seeing is actually, I think her name's Martha Hatter or something, because it was a whole thing where, like, once their dad died, their stepmom's like, well, time to send you off to get apprenticeships and a job, and Sophie's taking over the hat shop. And one of the sisters wanted to be a witch, but she wasn't the one that was getting sent to the witch apprentice, so they used magic and switched places. But they didn't know. It's a whole plot, and she's just like, oh no, they're both dating my sister. I'm like, they're like, out of all the people in my town, both of you choose my siblings.
Anyway, should we maybe
get
back on topic?
Yeah. I'm like,
because we're half an hour in, and like, I don't think we're even a third of the way into the list.
No. I hope you guys liked my very bad explanation of Howl's Moving Castle, which, mind you, I was probably not paying attention for half the book just because I was too distraught over how Calcifer is described in the book. Look it up. It's horrible.
okay, anyway, moving on.
Yep.
Okay. So then our next scene is they're looking at the Tweels. I can't remember if they're looking at them because they're good spell drive people or because they're threats. I think it's because they're good spell drive people.
Yeah.
And we instantly have Riddle being terrified of Floyd.
Which again, I don't get why that is the most popular ship for Riddle and Floyd. They hate each other.
He's traumatized.
That's the point.
No.
I can understand enemies to lovers and, you know, the, like, kind of, like, Beauty and the Beast plot where, like, they're scared at first, but then they realize how kind they are. That's not this.
Mm-hmm.
He's legit terrified, and the other is a psychopath who likes watching him squirm. That's toxic red flag from the start that even
red flag.
Questionable reading preference people have to acknowledge. Like,
take a step back and think of the other ship that I want to bring up, but I'm not going to.
I don't know what ship you're going to bring up.
Me neither.
Okay, we'll move on and you'll figure it out. What? Is the start chasing us?
I am dense, so
Me too. If you're not willing to say it on the podcast, at least put it in the group chat.
Put it in the chat so we're not oblivious.
What? You just cut out for me. I didn't hear that.
They said Callie Jammy.
Oh.
Which is not the same.
Yeah.
No, because neither of them are terrified of the other person. That is a hate ship. It's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same, but the same red flags, so...
I wouldn't say they're the same red flags, maybe the same amount of red flags, but I don't think they are the same flags.
And one of them gets better.
Does he, though?
He's working on it.
Mm-hmm. Floyd is not. Jamil is at least trying. Floyd is not. And he never will.
I was gonna say, Jamil and Kalim are at least both attempting to make it better. Floyd would actively make Riddle uncomfortable on purpose because he likes seeing him squirm and turn red.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, like, I have to admit, seeing this little 4-foot-tall person getting angry would be entertaining, but I'm not gonna actively piss them off.
He's
like...
not 4 feet! He's the same height as me!
I guess I don't really see why you guys are upset with it, because, like, I find it entertaining to see someone, like, get all mad and shit. It's funny.
There's a line.
Mm-hmm. I know, I've never liked enemies to lovers. I know that's a hot take. I know that that's a hot take, but I've never found an enemies to lovers ship that has been appealing to me. Like, rivals to lovers, sometimes. I used to be a huge Clans shipper, I will fully admit, I used to be a huge Clans shipper, but, like, that's really my limit.
I feel like the only thing I have read that can be described as enemies to lover is dreary. So take that as you will.
Yeah.
We really are getting off track because otherwise I'm going to be late for work. But
oh right, I forgot you work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, continuing on.
My bad. I gotta scroll back up to the bullet points. I scrolled past it.
Tweel's chasing us.
Yeah, so then we have the Tweels just chasing us, because why not?
Because they're dicks.
And we are actively out of breath. And I just want to say how the next bullet point is, so they describe the Tweels as like these massive, lanky, tall people, and they're just like, what the heck, these people are so tall. And then we meet Jack, who's apparently bigger than the Tweels.
I think they mean it more as like size-wise and not height-wise, because like the Tweels are very...
They're lanky.
Yeah, and they're
but like
they're thin and lanky versus Jack, who's a fucking giant and like muscly. But I do think Jack is the second. I do think Jack is taller than them, though. Yeah, he is.
I think you said that Jack's like the tallest person. Which again, in these, are you counting the ears and their height?
I don't know.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like for the Beastman, yes. But for Mally, like, I don't think I'd consider his horns and his height.
But they don't.
Let me see if I think this is the official height chart. Let me.
You just gotta see where those lines.
Yeah. Fall. Well, okay, that did not help. I zoomed in and it only zoomed in on the webpage, not the actual image. Sir, I need the image.
I would count the height for Beastman's ears, but not horns.
In every podcast.
I know. We really do.
Okay, I think based on this height chart, which I think is the canon height chart, but I could be wrong, it looks like ears are counted in Jack's height, but even without them, he would still be at least the same height as the Tweels.
Okay.
And it looks like Mally in this height chart, which again I could be wrong, and they could be formatting it wrong. Mally's horns are counted in his height.
Dang, I'm probably seeing like eye to eye with him then or something. Like, that's not fair.
I'll send you all the link to what I found.
Okay. So we're in Savannah Claw and we're going up to Jack and just being like, hey, just so you know, someone might try to attack you, because that's kind of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And Jack is salty that we are trying to protect him, because he don't need protecting. And then Leona doesn't like that we're there, because the people don't like that we're trespassing on their property or territory or something, and they want to attack us. And Leona's like, no, we can't attack them. That's not allowed. Go make them play Spell Drive, where you can legally beat them up with magic. Just go make them play like 7 rounds of that, because that's perfectly fine. This ain't even fair. I don't have magic. How am I supposed to play Spell Drive?
It's just football.
It's magic football. I feel like it's like football and Quidditch.
I think it might be more like soccer.
Yeah, it's more like... Well, no, they explain it as American football.
Okay. Then never mind.
I wouldn't want to play this either way.
Yeah, same. I could deal with soccer, but if it is American football...
I broke my finger catching a football once, and now I'm scared of football.
I'm just not athletic.
I don't think I'd be good at either game. I'm not athletic either. But as I've had to watch multiple soccer games this year, I don't think I could play that. We still don't know the rules.
You sick?
My whole family plays soccer, except for my mom. My dad loves soccer, has loved it his whole life. So I can't say the name, but you know how, I might not, but there's like those local kiddie summer leagues, soccer teams.
Yeah.
where the mascot is like a little mouse. He.
Oh, that sounds cute. I have no clue what this is, but
every year since I was 5, like, my dad has coached a team with at least me or one of my siblings on it, and he's still doing it. Like, my middle sibling is in the U19, I think, league now, and like, he's still coaching her team.
That's nice.
So I kind of quit when I was in like middle school, but like I could still play it, kind of, I think. So if it was, not American football, if it was soccer, I could figure it out. But American football, absolutely not.
I don't think I'd be able to figure it out either way. My sports were volleyball and taekwondo.
Dance and fencing.
I wasn't good at either of them.
Dance and fencing were my sports. So,
okay. The next bullet point is Malice in all caps. I think that's when we run into him on the walk. When we go on a walk.
Yes, we run into him, and he's like, and we're like, "What's your name?" He's like, "You can decide." And he like twirls his hair, and he's like,
really, imagine meeting someone trespassing outside your house at night,
and then he's like,
and you're like, "What's your name?" You can pick. Like, imagine this situation, and the fact that. English. Hornton.
He's not Hornton yet. He's unknown man.
I don't care. I'm still mad.
No, he's technically he's boy with horns in the.
Boy with horns.
Still.
Boy with
Hornton.
He's checking out your house, and then he's like, "Oh, you can decide what my name is."
Imagine he's really just like, dang, someone lives in this old abandoned building now. I need to find a new place to walk.
That's what he says. He's like,
I know.
I'm walking over here so I don't bother you.
Yeah.
We're like,
it's like, dude, as long as you don't murder me in my sleep, I don't care what you do.
Honestly. Plus, if it really is a whole dorm building, and I think it's kind of implied that we sleep on, like, the second floor, like, I don't care. It's a big building. Yeah. I don't give a shit. Continue to walk around as long as you don't bother me. Also, you know how much this building
creaks?
Huh?
You know how much this building probably creaks? We'd probably know the second someone walks in this place.
I mean, yeah, but he never really walked. He didn't really make it seem like he was walking inside. He was just like walking around outside.
No, I don't think he's walking inside. He just walks outside. Of course, gargoyles. Okay, next scene is Leona and Reggie are having a whole discussion about how they're, sabotaging everyone. They're trying to take out the spell drive teams, and Jack is listening behind the curtains, but Leona is fully aware from this, and he's just like, time to blackmail you.
Also, I just want to
stay
say,
in my dorm, keep your mouth shut.
Yeah. This is chapter 14 out of 31. I did not remember them giving it away this early.
I don't either.
Like, I thought they kind of kept, like, all the details under wraps until, like, the very end. And they kind of did, but, like, that we got this much detail into what was going on in chapter 14 out of 31?
Wait, did they give, like, full detail, or were they just, like, talking about it? Like, are we gonna
yes.
This? And then Jack just put 2 and 2 together, or...
No, they fully did it because Jack's just like...
They don't exactly say
I'm
how
so,
they're doing
disappointed in you.
Yeah, they don't exactly say how they're doing it, but they are talking about how, like, we're doing this so we're gonna win. Like, who's our next target gonna be, I think. Yeah.
We have just Jack just being like, I watched you on... I don't know if this is actually in this part, but at some point, Jack's just like, I used to watch you play Spell Drive on the TV, and I was like, I looked up to you so much. And this is what you are? I am extremely let down. Like, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I am...
That's why you don't meet your heroes.
Okay, literally, later on, they talk about it's shown that Jack grows up with Bill. Why would he that Leona is anything like he was on TV? When literally Jack's whole plot point in Bill's childhood was telling him, oh, you don't have to worry about what you were shown as on TV because that's not who you are in real life.
I think the phrasing,
to be fair,
I don't think it's like personality-wise, you're not who I thought you were, but it's like, because the line is, I saw the way you played 3 years ago. I'll never forget it. So it's more so like, you have the ability to win this on your own merits. Why are you doing it this way? Why are you cheating? I think is more so what he's saying. Not like, you're not the person I thought you were.
And I mean, I also see that different as, like, Bill is an actor and he was playing in a fictional movie or something. Like, that's very clear. Like, you're just an actor. You're just playing a part versus, like, oh, I'm watching this dude play football on TV. Mm-hmm.
Which, like, yes, I will admit, based on some things that have happened recently, yeah, sometimes athletes aren't as nice as they can come across when they're on the field and, like, you know, celebrating and shit. But again, that's not what he's talking about. He's more so talking about his skill and the way he actually plays, I think.
Yeah.
I guess Jack is just like he's something. Anyway, your next bullet point says, I hate...
He's dumb. You can say it.
My next bullet point says, I hate Leona. I feel like that's fair.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's enough said there.
Yeah. At this point, I don't like
that's
Leona.
Probably just from the whole blackmail situation.
Yeah. At this point, I don't like Leona.
Like Leona.
Later on, once he redeems himself in book 3, he's fine. For me, at least.
He's alright. Yeah. He's just whiny right now.
Yeah.
Now we have Hornton because it says Hornton with a crying emoji.
Okay, so Hornton is...
How dare.
We tell our friends, quote-unquote friends, that this random man with horns stood up outside our house and was oogling our gargoyles.
I mean, we don't know that yet. We just know that he's there. We don't know that he's there to look at the gargoyles. But yes.
And then they're like, oh, what's his name? And then we're like, we don't know! He wouldn't tell us. He told us to call him whatever we want. And this little bitch cat says, Horton.
What happened to you liking Grimm?
Because we have no choice.
No, this is the only time I hate Grimm.
When they choose Hornton as our nickname for Mau Mau, we're gonna hate the cat no matter what. Okay.
He will always be Tsuntaro.
Yeah, I don't know what the fish... I say Sunosaro, but I also just say things wrong in general. So next one... I don't remember what this is for, but we have Riddle fixing Cater's tie, and I thought that was cute. But as I say this, I feel like this is something that you guys said was incorrect.
Probably.
No. I think it was, he doesn't fix Cater's tie, he fixes our tie.
Right. He fixes someone's tie. I thought it was Cater's. It's still cute. We gotta kneel down for this little dude to fix our tie.
At
least if it was me.
Yeah, I think it's our tie. Because he's walking up with Cater, and then he goes, your tie is crooked.
Okay. My mind just interpreted it. It's still cute either way.
We're barely
ongoing
friendship. 20 minutes.
Speed through it. We can do it.
But then the next bullet point is so Jamil is the next victim of the magical accidents. What? And we're going up to talk to him, and he cut his hand while cooking, and we're asking him about it. We're like, what does it feel like? And he's like, this was someone's signature spell. For sure. Like, someone, like, took control of my body. Like, this is what happened, that's what it felt like. And Comb's just over there, and it's like, oh yeah, that would make so much sense that you would know that, because your signature spell is... And Jamil covers his mouth. Which I found hilarious. Mid-conversation, just, like, putting your hand over someone's mouth. It'd be so funny.
Jamil's response, too. Colleen goes, why'd you put your hand over my mouth? And Jalem goes, because we're not talking about me.
Mood.
Did I say Jalim? I meant Jamil.
Jalen. New ship name coming out.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm tired. There we go. That's another one for the bingo card. I'm tired. I just had a 6-hour shift
can cross
at
off
work.
the Loving Callie Jammy yet?
No.
Because you were defending it, not gushing, I think.
I don't think I've given enough love to the ship yet, but I will not purposely make us cross off bullet points yet, especially when it won't even help my bingo.
Yeah.
So
It helped mine, though. But I just had a...
Okay,
And then out, he's like, oh my god, Ruggy stole my sandwich. I didn't give it to him. And then we're all like, what the fuck? What? And he's like, yeah, Ruggy controlled my body. And then we figure out it's Ruggy because Ruggy's in the hallway snickering like a bitch. And then he steals the Ruggy pens.
Yeah, then he's just like, okay, you know this, but what are you gonna do without your magic pens? Because this dude's a little pickpocket. Pickpocket. I can't talk. So then we have to chase him. And then we have... we're like, Jack, you're on our side in this, right? Like, obviously you don't like them. And he's like, it doesn't mean I like you either. I don't know if I can trust you. So I guess you gotta fight me to know if I can trust you. I gotta see, like, what I'm working with here if I were to go on your side. So then we gotta fight Jack.
Yeah.
How dare.
I don't remember this part, so I'm
Making us do all this work after we just did physical activity trying to get our pens back. Not cool. We have Jack thinking Riddle is scary, which is funny because Jack could literally just like punch Riddle. I just think that's funny.
okay. And mafia,
And then, what?
as well as little mafia biz.
Yeah, as well as shady business. They're talking about like, oh, Spell Drive is the greatest time of the year because we're getting all these profits from like the snack stands and the like entry fee we're charging people and all this. And then, you know, we have Ricky asking for this potion that's gonna like make him like double his strength tenfold, but only for like 5 seconds. So he better know how to use it. I don't care what he does with it. Also, just Ruggy and Leona down to commit murder. Which on national television too. Like,
honestly, if you and your bestie
dang,
are down to commit murder, are you really besties? They have to be besties for life seas.
Honestly. Tangent, but I'll go on this off recording just because it's from a book series and like the final book, and it's a thing. So then we have Cater's split card. So Ruggy is attempting murder, and he takes control over the entire stadium when Diasomnia walks out onto the field, and he makes them trample Diasomnia. So not only are they going for Malice, they're just going for the entire Spell Drive team, because who cares at that point? If you're killing one person, might as well get a few extras.
Well, if it looks, you know, a few casualties.
A few casualties, you know, if you're already going to jail, why not make it worth it? But it's okay, because no one actually got hurt, because turns out it was all of Cater's split card illusions and Diasomnia fits, which Cater likes the Diasomnia outfits, which is valid.
Diasomnia has the best storm uniform.
They're good. So, fair. And then we have Leona just being like, well, Malice is still playing. I'm just going to quit then. Like, I'm not even going to attempt. What's the point? We're just going to lose. I don't care. I quit. So he's being a dramatic, whiny little baby. And I think Ruggy, at that point, was kind of like, what do you mean we're quitting now? Like, we gotta at least try. And Leona doesn't like that, so he's just gonna murder Ruggy now. As you do. Which I put in parentheses, so time to mark off another square. The fic did it better.
The fic did so much better.
What?
It did so much better. Fic, I'll call everyone dude and bro now. Mark it off your bingo squares. In the fic, so in the book, like, nothing really happens. Like, he's using his signature spell. He's trying to turn the air and Ruggy into dust. Nothing happens. In the fic, I don't know whether or not I can say book. In the fic, Leona, like, grabs Ruggy when he's doing his signature spell, and he loses his arm.
Well, he still grabs him in canon, but he doesn't lose his arm.
I think they talk about, like, he starts to, like, feel really dry, and, like, he starts to lose his body moisture. So basically, I think it's kind of implied that, like, if we had let it go on any longer, he would have died. But, you know, it's not like an instantaneous thing, it's like better. A process.
Yeah, so, like, in the fic,
it was still a process.
Stole all the water from his arm, and then which it seems like a whole lot better scenario than, like, stealing all the water from the body, because that's just, like, a lot of effort.
Yeah, his arm, like, crumbled to ash up to, like, I don't know whether or not he still has, like, his arm joint, or if it's just, like, straight up to the shoulder.
I think he's...
Like, I don't remember.
Anyway.
Either way, it's great. I love how they did that.
That does sound interesting. I really need to read this.
We need to inform the author of this podcast just for the sole purpose of how much we are advertising their fic. Just be like, by the way, here's a Twisted Wonderland podcast where we mention your fic in probably every episode.
Let me because I feel like
in about 60% of our episodes. Okay.
And then Derpy Wolf, our little wolf boy.
Derpy Wolf!
Honestly, he's so fucking dumb.
That's how they stop him from taking Ruggy's arm, because he gets distracted because Jack turns into the derpiest looking wolf ever, and they're like, how did you can't do that, transformation spells are illegal. And he's like, it's not a transformation spell, it's my signature spell.
I'm built like this.
I'm built different.
I need it back. No one TikTok on. Sorry.
You kind of cut out there on my end.
Too.
But then we just have Lilia insulting Leona until he overblots.
I have to look up this song to play it for you guys, otherwise you won't understand why I'm laughing.
God.
I don't think you can play it on the pod. You're gonna get copyrighted.
No, it's just a TikTok audio, don't worry.
I feel like we'd still get copyrighted.
Just to be safe, like, send a link in the chat and then we'll listen to it after.
So then he overblots, which I don't care how many discussions we have about this. Ruggy should have been the one to overblot because of how much he was using his signature spell. Not just Leona using it once, but he was depressed.
But Malice only used his spell once. And he's still OB'd.
Malice is Malice.
Malice is built different, okay? He wanted blood.
He's like the 5th most powerful mage in the world. I think he can be an exception for the rule.
We talked about it, but that episode never got brought up or never got posted. So I'm gonna explain it again. My point of view again. There are some signature spells that are just so powerful that, yes, one use of them, even if it is just one use, and with the right intense emotions behind it, can send someone to overblot. For example, Malice. So why shouldn't Leona, if his spell is that powerful, which I think, being able to turn anything that you touch to dust is pretty fucking powerful.
I don't know, he was touching a human being and that person didn't snap like Thanos, so I don't know how powerful that is.
I think he might have also been holding back, because it was Ruggy, though. But, like, everything else that he touched, because it is implied that he touched some other things, because they do say everything he's touching is turning to dust. So, like, he did touch some other stuff, and turns other stuff to dust.
Fair.
So.
Fair.
I think he was just, like, scare Ruggy.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't trying to like, he's like, you need to calm down, get your ass in line, like I'm better than you type of way, and not like actually trying to murder him. Which is probably why
Fair enough.
He didn't lose any limbs. Like, sure, it would have been a great plot point, like in the fic, but it's probably why, because he like let go and he let all the water back. Or, well, like,
honestly, the fic was so much better.
okay.
It made more sense for book 3 on why they'd actually do deals with Azul, because they're just like, I'm gonna make a deal with you so my friend can have an arm.
Yeah.
That makes much more sense than just, I don't know, Crowley gave up our house or something. I don't even remember. I think that still happens in the fic, but like, they had different reasons for that.
I don't know.
And then insult.
I need to reread it.
Did we get to that part, or did I completely sleep through it?
Our next bullet point is sad childhood TM.
Okay. Got it.
His childhood is sad because he was born second. So everyone hates him. That's how princes work.
Which, like, I get it. Like, being born as, like, the extra child. Because he's literally, you always have an heir and then a spare, okay? When you're labeled spare, your life is pretty sad. But, like, he's a prince. He still gets whatever the fuck he wants. So I can't feel that bad for him.
I'd just like to point out this Lion King fact that the names Mufasa and Scar's original name before he got his scar was Taka, I believe. I could be wrong on that, but the meaning of their names is you got Mufasa, his name means king. You got Scar, whose original name, again, I think it was Taka, I could be wrong, means garbage. Can you tell who was the favorite child there?
Again, the heir and the spare.
Yeah. That comes from the Lion King book series, because apparently that's a thing. At least according to the, like, Tumblr post I see. So yeah, they have the whole thing going over Leona's childhood. I don't remember it enough to go over it, but he's dramatic about it. I know that much.
Well,
so then we have it, this whole thing's happened, and Crowley's just like, okay, well, obviously Savannah Claw won't be allowed to participate in the Spell Drive tournament because this very obvious and threatening cheating that has been going on. And then all the people led by Trey who have been injured have been like, no, we want Savannah Claw to play. They're like, why on earth would you want that? Well, you see, Spell Drive is the only time where we're allowed to use magic against other students.
Even though, later on in the game, we just do it.
Yeah.
Which, they start ignoring the Spell Drive disc so they can just attack Savannah Claw with spells.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, later on in the series...
I love that for them.
People do start just using magic on each other. Like, later on in the game. I mean, typically they do get called out for, like, breaking the rules.
When you're no longer in,
but,
you're like...
It does just happen.
Once you've adjusted to school a bit, you don't care.
Especially, like, after,
you've grown used to it.
Like, you're like, really? They're gonna get like how many overblots and not be in trouble? Yeah, I'm just gonna throw hands.
Mood. So, we have Reggie using his signature spell Laugh on Me to make Leona smile. I think that's entertaining. So yeah, and then Yurn's just like, great, let's go play. Apparently, Crowley did not think we'd actually figure out who was doing this or something. He made no attempts to even make a Spell Drive team for us. He did not care. And then so Angry Grim. And then they're just like, Ace and Deuce are like, well, we'll join their team. They never said you have to be in the same dorm to be on the Spell Drive team, and we didn't make it onto ours, so we'll play with them and the ghosts and stuff, which I'd just like to point out, when they say inter-house Spell Drive team, inter-house Spell Drive competition, I did not picture dorm against dorm. I'm picturing random teams from made up of combinations.
Yeah.
But apparently it never occurred to people that they could be on other dorms teams.
Yeah, because, like, you get that certain sense of pride of your own dorm where, like, you need to be participating. Oh, especially, like, in a... Oh, I accidentally muted myself. In, like, a school full of villains. You need to commit, otherwise you're going to be seen as a traitor. And, you know, traitors don't last long. So,
I mean, I kind of get that. Like, at my summer camp, they'd have, like, volleyball competitions and stuff like that. And for the most part, everyone just signed up as a cabin. And the only time that didn't happen was when, like, only 2 people in the cabin wanted to play. So then I had to go actively, like, ask every single person they ran into and just be like, hey, do you want to make a team? Please? Mm-hmm. I just need to play with someone.
Yeah.
We have a nice quote from Ace saying that we have about as much magical talents as a box of crayons.
Rude.
It's too accurate. I can't even be offended by that.
I mean, I'll be offended. I'm just offended by everything Ace says. I don't like Ace.
you know that
valid
trick where you pretend to lose your thumb and gain it on your other finger?
What?
You know when you pretend to, like, pull your thumb off of your...
Oh, yeah.
See, I would do that to Ace, and I'd be like, look at me. Or, like, the parts where, like, you... Like, the Jack in the Box.
Let me do the rubber pen real quick. Rubber pencil. We just do a bunch of close-up magic to Ace.
Who canonically can't do close-up magic?
You can't tell me. Okay. So then we don't know what happens for the rest of the spell drive competition because Grim threw a disc at our head and we blacked out.
Yay!
Sad.
Little cat. Meow.
Which is how we completely ignore Diasomnia playing and finding out who Hornton is.
Which is so dumb. That's so stupid. Why would they do that to us?
Because plot. Okay, bullet points. We already mentioned the dorms, just ignoring the disc to attack Savannah Claw. Then we have... I pronounce this kid's name wrong every single time I say it. Is it Chica or Cheka? I'm gonna say either way. We have Chica in all caps because he's an adorable little toddler.
Let me see if I can get a pronunciation
he's probably like
from
6 or something.
I don't remember if it's hiragana or katakana.
I also don't remember how they pronounce the word used for uncle. I think it's Unka. UNCA.
I think it is Unka.
Unka. Uncle Leona is so cute, but I love the fact that we have this little toddler, just like, he's probably like 6 or something. I don't know if toddler still applies. Just like running up to Leona and saying like, oh, he's so happy I got to see him play. And are these your friends? Like, who are these people? Are these your friends? And we just have Ace and Ruggy who are just like, you bet. We're your Unca's best friends. Like, isn't that right, Uncle Leona? We're your besties. Like, I love that. It's just so cute and honestly so accurate. He's just like so embarrassed over this little toddler just adoring him and giving him affection. He's like, you're ruining my bad boy persona. And Ruggy is just living for it. And Ace is just a menace, so of course he's thriving there too. So yeah, you have that cute moment, and then you cut to Grim hiding behind somewhere so he can eat the Bloodstone.
Because he is a menace to society.
Uh-huh.
Of course.
Okay, I think based on the katakana, I think it is Chica. Mm-hmm.
Chica. Cute. We have the first glimpse of the mouse in the mirror. I am a huge Disney fan, and I really liked Mickey Mouse growing up. We got a lot of random Mickey Mouse things around our house. Mm-hmm. Like, I always liked him. I grew up on Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. The second I find out that this mouse is in this game, what the frick are you doing here? Uh-huh. Please leave. I don't like this. You already have your own anime world thing. It's called Kingdom Hearts. Stick to there.
Mm-hmm.
But no.
Yeah.
Can't have Disney without the mouse.
Ugh.
You can try, but it's not gonna work.
So yeah, we just have this like mouse dude like, does he tap on the mirror yet? Is he tapping on the mirror, or is he just like, there's something in my mirror? I don't care. Either way, he shows up and I'm not happy about it.
No one's happy about it. We hate that fucking.
No one's.
Get out of our game. No, because like think about all the anime watchers who are gonna watch this and then not know that Mickey shows up.
They're gonna get jump scared.
They're gonna get jump scared so bad. They're gonna be like, ah.
I feel like they're gonna lose viewers from because they're not gonna know this source material. They're just gonna be like, why the heck would Disney do this? Of course Disney stuck Mickey Mouse into it.
Yeah.
I think at this point he's not tapping, he just showed up as a silhouette. But yeah.
So yeah.
Honestly.
And then we have the first glimpse of the Fish Mafia.
Woo.
Yay! Woo!
I love a good little fish mafia.
I don't know. Over exaggerating. I hate them. I'm friendly neutral on most of them.
I'd join the Fish Mafia, probably.
Honestly, though.
Probably.
I'm friendly neutral on most of them. I don't care. Except for Floyd.
Mafia. I can't think of the name. Give me a sec. I'm trying to.
You guys were like talking over, so I could not hear what you were saying in my headphones.
Vicky, go to bed.
Oh.
That's not.
But
I say that counts.
Oh.
What?
For what?
For the bingo card.
Peggy.
What are we?
Kaden yelling at a cookie.
Well, I did yell at her because she was like walking away to the wrong bed.
I say that counts.
Okay, I have a question about this one. Because one of these we have done, but it is titled for a specific person. But that specific person didn't do it.
Oh?
Because it says, wonder ranting about a fandom that is not Twist. But I went on a rant about Howl's Moving Castle, so does that count?
Oh.
Because it wasn't Wonder.
I don't think it does, because the reason we have it labeled as me is because it's more common that it's me, and that's the whole point of the bingo cards. So it's things that commonly happen. So I don't know.
True.
Did you?
I don't think there's any others that we've had yet.
I mean,
and
technical difficulties.
I'm trying hard to make sure that I'm not.
Because we talked about the last time we recorded this.
But that's technically that's a technical difficulty that happened in the past. We haven't had we've had kind of like headphones cutting out, but that's more like, I don't know if that counts as technical difficulties, since our technical difficulties tend to be like, oh, turns out I paused my recording like an hour ago. Whoops.
I think, okay. So I think we're at what it's going to be at, other than, the free space when we finally log off. Speaking of which, do we have anything else we want to talk about? Or, because we reached the end of the bullet point.
We reached the end of the bullet points. Did you and Kaden swear at each other at all in this episode?
No.
I
talked about how Kaden's audio got fucked, but I don't think, we didn't get as heated as we normally do.
I was gonna say, I feel like none of these were as passionate as normal, which again, we already recorded this episode 2 months ago. I feel like all of us are just like a little done with this having to be the topic of our episode, but at the same time,
we've been trying to re-record for 2 months now.
We didn't have any ideas.
We have been trying to re-record this one. We just keep running into scheduling issues at the last minute and being like, oh, we have a recorded or a session scheduled for tonight. Oh, one of us can't make it, or oh, one of us is having technical issues. So the other two record something instead and come up with a topic on the fly.
Yeah, plus I also feel like the last 2 times we tried to record, I was sick or something, so and then we just don't have any duo ideas yet. We were just specifically for this episode, we really need to come up with more solo and duo episodes, but we didn't, so enjoy this episode. Hopefully it won't take another 2 months to record one. We're trying. I can't say we're stressed teenagers.
I'm a teenager.
20.
Stupid teenager.
Close enough.
I
think until you're 23, you can still be called a teenager. So
I'm the only one who's actually still in my teens,
I feel like
though,
20 is...
I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shut up. Child.
Okay. I have to head off, so.
Alright.
Yeah, you gotta go do an adult job now.
I just got home from
Have
doing
fun with
my
that.
adult job.
Well,
I had my adult job earlier today, but I also work a lot less hours than you guys.
alright, bye.
I have a valid reason.
I mean, yeah. Alright. Do you have anything else we want to say?
Okay.
Bye.
No. How far did you get in your bullet? What was the closest you got to a bingo?
I am one away twice.
What did you need to get a
Anime
bingo?
or Kin Shrine?
I needed me forgetting we can swear, which I didn't swear this episode for the most part, but that was just because I didn't feel like it. I was aware we did.
I went
So I don't
off a
think that
couple
counts.
times.
And then Wonder ranting. And then we have Wonder ranting about a fandom that's not Twist, which if we counted me ranting about Howl's Moving Castle, I would have got a bingo.
No.
But
Does talking about does
Since
talking about
that's
the
a-
future Twisted Wonderland anime count for anime? Do you think?
I don't know, because we only briefly mentioned it. Like, I feel like a lot of this stuff is
Like us going off
throw
on
it
it.
there. I feel like a lot of this stuff is
Oh,
we
wait, I
had.
can mark it off. I really have an important thing to share regarding anime.
Oh,
Okay. I got to episode 730 in One Piece the other day.
nice.
And
Nice.
that is a huge achievement because that's Gear 4 Luffy. And I'm so fucking proud of myself.
Congrats.
Yeah.
So I now have a bingo.
I think so.
All right.
I don't know. I feel like that shouldn't count. That was kind of helped
Huh?
there.
Too bad. I'm counting it. Okay. Everybody log off so can go to work.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Free space. Bye.
There's our free space.